Hello out there, welcome to Maths with Uncle Tony. But I want to ask, can your child divide a decimal number with another decimal number without the use of calculator? Okay, if your child cannot do that, this video will help him or her divide decimal numbers. Okay, we have a new topic to discuss, which is division of decimal numbers by another decimal number. So how do a child divide a decimal number with another decimal number? Now, the first question says 0.99 divided by 0.11. Now, the first thing a child needs to do is, how many decimal place or places does this number have? This one have 1, 2, which means this one have 2 decimal places. The down number, the denominator has how many decimal places? 1, 2. The down number also have 2 decimal places. Now, once you count the number of decimal places or places the numbers are having, then you can now remove the decimal point. Now, by having 0.99 divided by 0.11. If you observe, we have removed the decimal points because we have counted how many decimal places the number is having. Now, you can confidently divide. But after dividing, you need to know where the decimal points will be placed. Now, having this is just like having 99 divided by 11. It will give us 9. Now, where would the decimal point be? The up number or the numerator have 2 decimal places. The down number have 2 decimal places. Now, 2 decimal places, take away 2 decimal places, it is 0. So the number remains like this. Our answer is just 9, because the numerator have 2 decimal places, the denominator have 2 decimal places. So 2 take away 2 is 0. You don't need to return anything or do anything to the number. Now let's quickly look at number 2, which says that 0.48 divided by 1.2. Now the numerator, how many decimal places is it having? We have 1, 2. It has 2 decimal places. The denominator has how many? It has 1 decimal place. Now we can confidently remove the decimal point and divide. So which means we have 0.48 divided by 12. After removing the decimal point, we have 48 divided by 12. So can we quickly divide elementarily? 2 will go into 12 6 times, and 2 will go into 48 24 times. 2 again is 3, 2 again is 12. 3 here 1, 3 into 12, it will give us 4. Now, if you observe, the numerator have 2 decimal places, the denominator have 1 decimal place. What a child needs to do is subtract, pick whichever one that is bigger. The numerator is bigger, so which means 2 decimal place, take away 1 decimal place, it will give us 1 decimal place. Now, if you observe, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. When the numerator decimal place is bigger than the denominator, while after subtracting we have 1, which means we are moving the decimal point backward once, because 2 take away 1 is 1. Because we are moving backward, because anytime the numerator is bigger than the denominator, whatever we get, we move it backward, because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. So we are moving the decimal point here once. This is my point and this is my 0. So it comes to 0.4. Before I go further, please, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would like you to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also share and comment on the comment section. Now, before we go to number 3, I have a little hint. Whenever the numerator, the decimal point in the numerator is bigger, after dividing, you move the decimal point backward. That is after subtraction. Now, when the denominator is bigger, after subtracting, you move the decimal point forward. Okay, let's look at number 3. Number 3 has, how many decimal places is the numerator having? We have 1, 2. We have 2 decimal places. How many decimal places is the denominator having? We have 1, 2, 3. It has 3 decimal places. Like I said before, after counting the decimal places, then you now remove the decimal points. So we have 847 divided by 007 is the same thing as 7. Okay, Let's quickly divide 847 divide by 7. Elementarily, 7 will go into 8 once. Remainder 1. I will place my remainder behind 4. It becomes 14. 7 into 14 is 2. No remainder. Then the last number, 7 divided by 7, is 1. This is done by picking the number one after the other. It's easier for a child to divide big number or big numbers. Now, our answer is 121. But remember, you need to subtract. Pick the big one. This is 3 decimal place. Take away the 2 decimal places. It will give us 1. Remember, this denominator is bigger. So we move forward. But because there's no decimal point here, so we add 0 to it. This is our answer because the denominator is bigger than the numerator. Like I told you before, if the denominator is bigger, you move forward. You move the decimal point forward or by adding 0 if there's no decimal point. But if the numerator is bigger, you move backward. If there's no decimal point, you just move backward. Create a decimal point by moving backward. This is the secret of dividing decimal numbers. I have solved 1, 2, 3. I would like my wonderful viewers, please, how would I know whether you have done it right? Try this number 4, 5, and 6. And don't forget to send in your answer in our comment section for me to do a follow-up to evaluate to know whether you actually understand it or not. Thank you very much and remain blessed. Bye-bye.